Hello, CROW LAX fans. Welcome to CROW LAX TV. This is the Beaumont Junior Outlaws. Excuse me. I had a little bit of a frog in my throat against the South Mavericks, making a trip all the way up to Beaumont, Alberta, to give us some exciting lacrosse action here this Sunday evening here at the Ken Nickel Arena. We pick up this one, but 15 seconds into the first period, as the Mavericks, the quick possession, with a whistle, and Outlaws ball. Floor. Carter Grace over Eric Tompkins. Tompkins back to Grace, and a good save. And another rebound opportunity from Brendan Schatt. That one stopped by starting goaltender Alex Swan, the only non-affiliate goaltender for the Mavericks. Another opportunity right there, and the bouncing ball in front. Collected by the Mavericks, and will attempt to go back the other way, but a relentless forecheck here from the Outlaws allows them to get another possession. They'll go right back on the attack. Grayson Maloney. Over to Carter Grace, and shot opportunity. Stopped by Swan. Now a long feed. Here's a 2-on-2 walking in. The stop. We're starting goaltender Reed McLeod. That one off the stick of Luke Hildebrandt. Now at the floor, Jacob Goudreau. Goudreau playing very conservatively. A great way to protect the ball, but shoved from behind directly onto his face. I couldn't quite see who that was. The officials are going to talk about it. Trainer coming out onto the floor. Looks to be 44, Grayson Maloney. Need a minute to get up. He does get up under his own power. Be 5 minutes. 5 minutes for high class. A huge power play here early on in the game. Within the first 2 minutes of the first period, and already an opportunity to get this game wide open. Stopped by Swan early. That one coming from Eric Tompkins. Collecting, Tompkins has it, follows it, but right back. And Tompkins over. New Carter Dickon back to Tompkins. Now Carter Grace walks in, has an opportunity, but stopped again by Swan. Now right up the middle. Looks right again by Marcus Hildebrandt. A great heads-up play. And throws it right on, and they score. An early goal here for the Outlaws. It is a 1-0 game. Just over 2.5 gone by here in the first period. 19 left to go in the power play rather. 17:28 in the first period. Face off bumped away by the Mavericks. Now stumbling. Intended perhaps a possession here for Hayden Sutherland. Watch in short side as to turn back. So 2-on-1. Grayson Amundsen. They lose loses the battle. Now up the floor, here's Peyton Cook. Long pass up to Tompkins. Tompkins taking his time, waiting for everybody to get set up. He'll fake the drop. Here's Grace again, trying to pass out into the middle, but too many bodies in front. Things are moving fast. Really tried to knock it down. A little bit of difficulty. Brendan Harnack. Can't get it under control. Now here the Outlaws once again. 3 minutes left in the penalty. Here's Carter Grace. Moves with such grace. It's actually quite impressive. He can't seem to hold his man down, but big check on Luke Hildebrandt. Cutting to the net, or at least trying to. Trayton Maris. He still, after all that, still manages to keep control and pick up from behind once again. That's going to be a penalty call. So the power play seemingly abolished, for a word that I can't seem to be thinking of right now. But regardless, we get 2 minutes of 4-on-4, and then an additional 29-second power play here for the Outlaws. Sutherland. He's getting himself involved in all parts of the score sheet so far. Oh. Again, tried to throw it out in front, couldn't do it. Now, pass knocked down. Now Peyton Cook with it. Can't scoop it. Back for Remy Peychaud. And throw that one down the length of the floor. And it'll be an Outlaws possession. Already 5 minutes gone here in the first period. There's Tompkins. Is now out in front, cutting out a little close for comfort. But Alex Swan making the stop. Tompkins getting relentlessly cross-checked in the arm. Now gets the pass off and an opportunity for it. Marcus Hildebrand stopped. Yep, Jordy Benko. Go. Just forced to leave it. Now Eric Tompkins once again. Carry it up. Tompkins. And he pumped off the ball. With control, here come the Mavericks back the other way. 6 minutes gone by here in the first period. Great stop from Reed McLeod. Keep it a 1-goal game. '66, Brendan Schatt on the left wing. That's over. Now cutting in short side was Marcus Hildebrand, who said his name quite a few times early on in this matchup. But having himself a heck of a game so far, but he can't convert on that opportunity. Is Jacob Goudreau. Drops it off. Jackson Weatherby. Over to Schatt. Ripping a shot, Carter Dickin. Didn't get it to go. Now here's Carter Grace back out onto the floor. That ball off the end boards and up into the ceiling. It's going to be a Mavericks ball. Is off the ceiling. Now Outlaws once again. Now up the floor. Here's Peyton Cook on the left wing, getting hounded by two Mavericks players. Able to get it back. The drive here from the Outlaws is truly something. Now a big hit. That was on Jordy Benko, but will keep it going. This backhand feed and stopped by McLeod. Here come the Outlaws once again. 7.5 now gone in the first period. A nice quick pace to this game. Here's Tompkins. Pins over the head, and that one disappeared for a moment into the ceiling tiles, but able to come back down and won't have to go look for a new one. And here's Aiden Sutherland. Back to center now, coming in close, and the net gets blasted off its moorings as a couple of players driving the net a little bit too hard. The Ryder Beaumont. The Mavericks ball. With it now. Show. Aiden Sutherland. Sutherland walks in, and a low shot stopped by McLeod. Here come the Outlaws. Tompkins. Tompkins for Carter Grace. Grace, and gets knocked down off his feet. And here's a potential break here for the Mavericks. 3-on-2. In the right side, and a good save made by McLeod. The second attempt, they score. Keep a hold of the rebound, and we've got ourselves the tie game. Like Grayson Amundsen getting that one to go. Shots 9-7. Here was just 9 minutes on here in period number 1. Throw. Redder Istis take the face off, and won by Goudreau, controlled by the Outlaws. Excuse me, Luke Hildebrand credited with the goal. And with his first of the evening. Here's Carter Grace looking to regain the lead. Pass off to Eric Tompkins. A hard shot, and it almost sneaks through, and it doesn't go. Somehow keeping that out of the net. Now the Mavericks have opportunity back the other way. They've got numbers. Now here's Drake May. Circling the net, surveying his options. Doesn't like what he sees. He's going to hold on to it. Now the pass out to the top. Pass instead of reach off the stick of Luke Hildebrand. And Hildebrand ripping a shot once again, and another attempt. This one coming from Peugeot. And then stopped by McLeod, and a big bump. Gavin Osman knocks him to his backside. He's able to get up. Now the Mavericks going to take their first lead of the game. Down a shot and off the end boards and off the backside of the net. Here's Goudreau. Goudreau's going to go for a run. He's got shot with him. Goes it back over to Grace. Now to the other side for Tompkins. This unit has been very good. That shot just wide. Now here's a break, perhaps. In comes Brendan Harnack. He shoots, and no goal. A save made by Reed McLeod, who both goaltenders have been very, very good so far early in this one. Now Peyton Cook. Oh, circles. Evades his man. Now here's Grace. Carter Grace. Very sneaky, elusive player. He throws a shot on net. And again, somehow not the rebound control has not been a strong suit for Alex Swan so far in this game. A couple of real big opportunities missed to the shot, and the save made by McLeod. Second opportunity, and again, swallowed up right in the midsection. So far, again, a very quick game. I think there's a lot to like here if you are a fan of if you're a fan of either team. Although that being said, if you are an Outlaws fan, you will not like the fact that they're now shorthanded. Thanks to Wyatt Polson taking 2 minutes. It'll take for them. They won't be able to kill off all 2 of those minutes. Cross-checking the call. Shot short side, stopped by McLeod once again. Feed. Now, Marcus Hildebrand walks in. He's all alone. He shoots, and no. Stop made by Alex on once again. Over and back for Jarrett Rogalski. Now, in a loaded shot and a goal. Short-handed, or excuse me, on the power play. If any of you had watched the senior game from earlier, there were plenty of short-handed goals to go around, so forgive me if I had that mixed up for a brief moment, but the Mavericks take their first lead of the game on the man advantage. It's 2-1. Like, the team's having some difficulties counting to 5. It looks like we are ready to go. In face-off, bit of a scramble. One collected by the Mavericks. To try and wait out for reinforcements. Ethan Hildebrand. And Luke Hildebrand getting credit for the goal. That puts Mavericks up ahead by 1. In almost had an opportunity. Brendan Chat. Now long pass and a huge hit in open area. My goodness, Jenna Snyder absolutely flattening her man. Out in front, and a big save to boot from Reed McLeod. I think she had that one lined up for about 40 feet. Back the other way. Here comes Cohen Sutherland. Long pass up for Jarrett Rogalski. Rogalski back for Eric Tompkins. Tompkins. To Carter Dickin. Shot missed wide. Now in the corner with Rogalski. Rogalski throws it on net and save made, but the timer had run out. It's a Mavericks ball. Is an opportunity, a big block. Quite sure who got it. Feed by McLeod. It was Jacob Goudreau. Back for Eric Tompkins. Tompkins over in front, but could not get the ball through to Grace. Long, hard feed. Just a little bit too much on it for Drake May, but he has a man out in front and just above the net. I think even if that had gone in, I don't believe it would have counted. He's a little bit close for comfort there, but regardless, Tompkins back the other way. Just over 5 minutes left to play in the first period. We get a Mavericks possession. It's covered up by Alex Swan. Now, here come the Mavericks in hard. Hayden Sutherland. Drops it back. Sutherland circling to behind the net, looking for a pass. Going to get one. Hildebrand gets it to him now in front, and the low shot was wide of the net. And the whistle goes. Riley Benko going for it. It's going to be an Outlaws possession here. Shots 15-14 now with 4:40 left in the first period. That being in favor of the visiting Mavericks. Here's an Outlaws possession. And knocked off the ball of Brendan Schatt. Schatt chasing his man, a one-handed whack. Good defensive zone play here. Which that was, it may have been Goudreau. Just the constant presence, and it looks like we're getting a whistle here. Sure enough, it is Goudreau. And Goudreau will be parading himself right to the box. And he's going to be careful. He does not want to take any additional penalties. It will be 2 for holding is the penalty. Sutherland in to control things off the face, off the QB of sorts. Out front and no goal. Ball did go, but A, the net came off, and B, they were too close to the net. So a double whammy there for the Mavericks. They still have another 90 seconds with which to work on the power play. It looks like the Outlaws getting themselves a shorthanded opportunity here. Schatt. Carter Grace is able to knock it down briefly, but he can't control it. There's now a long feed for a 2-on-2 here for Hildebrand. Waits for his teammates. So 60 seconds left to go here in the man advantage. Goudreau eagerly waiting to come out of the box. Wing shot missed just short side for Hayden Sutherland. Shot clock will go. So here's an Outlaws ball. Now here's Jenna Snyder. Great control, some even better footwork, able to keep control of the pass just out of reach for the Brendan Schatt. In fact, that'd be because the Mavericks' shot just off the left side of Reed McLeod. 15 seconds left in the power play. 2:20 left on the game clock. Hildebrand get back and forth. Ben walked in, his shot, and that one just wide with the outstretched shoulder of McLeod. Falcons all the way back into the Maverick zone. It's going to be Carter Grace with the ball and quickly throws it out in front. Grace getting it back from Hildebrand. And that's out in open space. Not quite going to work. Here's Tompkins trying to avoid it, stepping back over the line. He does so, and Grace with a shot low and off the pad. Now, here's an opportunity for the Mavericks. Here's Jordy Benko, walks in, his shot, and he scores! With a 2-goal lead. Minute 35 left to go here in the first period. Face off by the Mavericks, but bouncing ball picked up by the Outlaws. It's Tompkins. Line drops it in. And here's Tompkins. Throws it in front. Now over the right wall. Shot routine stop for Alex Swan. Less than 60 seconds now to go in the first period. Is Jacob Boudreau pressing Isman. Going to get it back over the line. And he almost does, but the ball is loose. There's the over and back rules. Now picked back up by Goudreau. Oh. He's Hildebrand with it. Hildebrand cutting in short side, but he can't get a shot off. That ball pops out of his cradle. And going to throw it back and limping off the floor. Brendan Shadd. That was much intended. 3 seconds in the third, or into the first period, rather. We'll get a quick timeout here, and we'll use this opportunity to tell you about the CROW LAX TV 50-50. The draw will take place on Canada Day about 2 weeks from today with a maximum take-home of up to $10,000. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now. Visit our social media channels for more information at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. And of course, at Vimy Lacrosse, excellence is the standard. Led by some of the province's most decorated and experienced instructors, they're dedicated to molding well-rounded student athletes. Vimy Lacrosse is the fusion of sport, academics, and personal growth. Unleash your potential with Vimy Lacrosse. Explore the academy by visiting vimy.ca/lacrosse. Buzzer will go, and that will wrap up the Mavericks timeout. They get back on for the shots, 18-15 for the visiting Mavericks. And that three shot differential is the difference in this one. They take, for now, a 3-1 lead into the first intermission. And they will be perfectly content passing this one around for the remainder of time in the period. Here's Hildebrand playing a little bit of back and forth. Will throw it towards the net, an opportunity, but no. A save made by McLeod. 3 seconds, a Hail Mary, but it's not going to work, as that one is caught by Brendan Harnack. And that will do it for the first period here in again, a 3-1 score after 20 minutes of play. Can the Mavericks hold on? We will find out in about 10 minutes' time. We'll take a quick intermission, and we'll be right back for lacrosse action here on CROW LAX TV. Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome back to CROW LAX TV. My name is Intermission, and this is the Beaumont Outlaws, the Innisfail Mavericks. We've got a 3-1 game after one period of play. We're picking it up about 7 seconds into the second period. And a quick opportunity here for the Mavericks early, and a good pad stopped by Outlaws goaltender Reed McLeod. Rush opportunity here for the Outlaws is Jackson Weatherby. It off. To the inside goes Carter Grace, gets knocked down. A whack at the legs and a low shot from the side of the net. And stopped by Alex Swan. Not low, but just wide. Playing around with it are the Mavericks. They got 10 seconds to work on the shot clock. It doesn't look like that will matter a whole heck of a lot. Now up the floor here come the Outlaws, and a shot stopped by Swan once again. Now knocked down, was caught. And it's Peyton Cook. Back the other way. Coming to the inside, circles around the net. And a couple of bodies coming in. Here's Weatherby. Leaves that ball. Now. There's Marcus Hildebrand out in front looking for Weatherby again. And knocked down behind the net. Ends up falling directly on his face. Now, an opportunity for Luke Hildebrand. Stopped again by McLeod. Solid showing here from the Outlaws goaltender early in the second. And it looks like we will be getting a penalty called. That being an illegal substitution. That means we will be getting an Outlaws power play with just under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second period. Shots 20-17 in favor of the visiting Mavericks. Carter Grace operating the power play here from the top of the circle. Big shot, go to the side. Down and stopped by Alex Swan. Coming in hard and fast, and a goal! Short-handed. That is Josh, or excuse me, that is Brendan Arnak, the other number 15, the correct one, making it a 4-1 game. Here, 2.5 only gone by here in period number 2. But still 1:40 left on the penalty clock. Carter Grace. Grace up to Andrew Dickett. Grace. Grace getting it back, and a shot off the pad of Alex Swan. And Dickett back to Grace at the top. Grace there around, pass over to Eric Tompkins, and a low shot, a bouncing ball. Here's Luke Hildebrand. Brand shoots and scores! Hildebrand with a quick one off the rush. Now we've got a 5-1 hockey game. This is not a hockey game. My mistake. Still in December mode. We're playing lacrosse. regardless, it's 5-1 Mavericks. Luke Hildebrand having himself a game. 2 goals on the same penalty kill. And to fix my phrasing, Hildebrand did not score both of those goals. But regardless, a dog pile in the neutral zone, still keeping control of the ball, and finally they huffed and puffed, and he finally still didn't fall down, but the ball came out of his stick, and that's what matters. But now, excuse me, Ryder is absolutely gassed, and now able to get off the floor and get himself a change. But my goodness, the stability of that man. Now Mavericks possession. Trying to cut it in close. The interior pass coming from Jordy Benko doesn't connect. Now here are the Outlaws. Jackson Weatherby. Weatherby taking his time, waiting for his teammates to show up. They do. Connor Turner. Turner. Now back up top. Shot from Weatherby. Who's off the pad. Weatherby another attempt, and that one low and off the end boards. Bounces back to the center. Weatherby a fantastic move to get around the check and walks in another shot and takes a shot as well. And getting absolutely thrown from behind. We've got ourselves a scrap. It's Eric Tompkins defending his own teammate, and he scores the takedown. And he's still, the official struggling to get him off. And Tompkins emerging victorious, and I think he's going to have a couple of choice words for Trayton Meares after the game. Just a hunch. And they will both be heading to the locker room. Tompkins coming to the defense of Jackson Weatherby, taking a pretty big shot just inside of the Mavericks zone. And as far as the response from Tompkins, you can see it coming from about 15 feet away. He turned around and simply saw red, and was on a mission, grabbing his man from behind. And ended up scoring the takedown in wasn't much of a fight per se, but a couple of hands thrown. We'll see what comes out of this. Like to be 5 minutes on the board for the Outlaws and 4 for the Mavericks. Well, it looks like it'll be 4-on-4 for 4 minutes, then a 1 minute Mavericks power play. See what comes out of this, but neither team coming out of that up a player. Looks like Trayton Meares finding himself back in the penalty box and serving the penalty for Eric Tompkins, the affiliate number 27, Cody Porter. I guess for the young Porter, welcome to the league. Hope you're having a good time. Now, a 4-minute 4-on-4. Let's see what comes out of this. And a shot, and Big save made by Reed McLeod and a long pass to Wyatt Bolson. Tompkins also assessed a game misconduct. Not be seeing Tompkins for the remainder of this game, and it almost looked like we didn't need to. And it's coming in at Marcus Hildebrand with a big opportunity. Now, here come the Mavericks. Big high class. Long pass over. It goes off the wall. Noah Perez walks in his shot, and a big save by McLeod once again. Launching this one out to center was McLeod. There's Josh Booth. That's it off for Carter Grace. Grace with a shot, and that one hits a body and goes well wide. Now, there's a 2-on-1 chance here for the Mavericks, and Booth defending is able to play it well and not allow a chance against here for the Mavericks. Chase Richardson, but loses the ball. Now here's Luke Hildebrand, a little back and forth, and a good save off the shoulder of McLeod. You remain at 5-1, 3 and 2 minutes left, respectively, on the Outlaws and Mavericks penalties. And trying to escape the check, Jacob Boudreau couldn't hold on to his stick. Ball is sent all the way back down. Here's Jackson Weatherby with it. Pass up for Cody Sutherland. Sutherland on the left wing for Carter Dickin. Tried to get it back down to the corner for Marcus Hildebrand. Couldn't quite get there. And a low shot save made by McLeod. Already up to 26 shots in this one. Great play to strip her man of the puck. That's Jenna Steiner. Already recording a big hit earlier on in this game. And it has been just that. It's been a physical game. We'll see if the Outlaws can take some of that energy and put it behind Alex Swan. Before they do that, they have to get out of their own zone. Here's the Mavericks possession. Long shot. Goes it well wide. Pick this one up in the Maverick zone. There's Carter Grace. Been told the front runner for Rookie of the Year, and it's fairly easy to see wide. Could be the interior pass over to Connor Turner, but just a little bit behind him. Here's Grace again, knocking it down. He's got some moves and getting held up on the play there. I believe there will be a penalty unless they score, but they will not, as Chase Richardson gets stopped. And sure enough, there it is. There's the holding penalty. Get 56 more seconds of 4-on-4 rather. And then an abbreviated Outlaws power play. My mistake. Thank you to my tech beside me. So 5-on-4. My mistake. So 2 minutes on the clock for Kai Class. Let's see what the Outlaws can do then here. It's like not a whole heck of a lot so far. A long pass. Here come the Mavericks. 2-on-1. Shoots at a great save made by McLeod. A big chance smothered by the Outlaws goaltender. Here come the Outlaws once again. And Shat and loses the ball, but now here comes Luke Hildebrand. He's in all alone. He's got time and space, and he scores. And that's 3 for Luke Hildebrand. Have yourself an evening, number 77. Face off now. The Mavericks up now at 6-1. Mavericks starting to run away with the score a little bit here, but the Outlaws not going down without a fight. As we see there, Goudreau and Cook. Absolutely relentless play to keep the ball out of the center of the floor. Looks like they were not able to keep it contained indefinitely. Here's a Cook. Cross. More Chase Richardson. Carter Grace. Back to Richardson. Laser pass for Dickin. Back to Grace. Grace with a shot that would ends up in the corner. 1 second, and that'll do it for the shot clock. But now here's a big hit from Richardson, absolutely leveling his man on the boards. That being Jordy Benko. Back into Mavericks territory. 9 minutes left in the second period to score 6-1 for the visiting Mavericks. Shot by Grace, that one stopped by the pad. Grace again, he has another opportunity, but that one again stopped by Alex Swan. Made 23 stops so far this evening. Up the line needs Ethan Hildebrand. Long pass misses. That one intended for Hayden Sutherland. Long shot labeled for the top corner. That one, I believe, off the stick of Remy Pichot. It's up out into the center for an Outlaws possession, and couldn't knock it out, knock it off the stick. Good to Brendan Shat. Here's an opportunity as Luke Hildebrand. A great behind the back feed. And it looks like by Reed McLeod. And the Outlaws heading back to the penalty kill. Gonna be 2 for cross-checking. 2 at Cohen Sutherland. So far, the Outlaws penalty kill hasn't been poor so far today. It could leave a little bit to be desired. Can they work on that here on this man advantage? It's an opportunity to get stopped by McLeod. Before here's Wyatt Polson. Polson cautiously waiting for reinforcements. He's going to drive behind the net. Circling. Didn't like what he saw, but he ended up losing the ball in the process. Minute 20 left in the penalty. The shot and stopped by Swan. Across the line, here come the Mavericks. with fake pass. Handing it off. Here's Drew Barkley. Here's Hildebrand. Over to the right wing. Throws it out in front. They score. Another on the power play for the Mavericks, and it's 7-1 now. And going to Aiden Sutherland. Goal for him. Still, there would have been 50 seconds left in the penalty, but it's now been taken off the clock. And with that, so run to the whistle goes. Get a Mavericks ball. With chasing, takes a hearty whack at it. Couldn't connect. An opportunity here for the Outlaws to get out. Knocked out. I almost thought that was the own man that knocked him down. Did Riley Benko. And that one goes up in the netting, and get an Outlaws ball. Eat up. Opportunity just out of reach for Brendan Schatt off the stick of Wyatt Polson, but you get another penalty here for the Outlaws, an illegal substitution call at this time. The Mavericks heading it back to the power play, a chance to convert the extra two and make this an 8-1 game. Of perimeter passing here is Hildebrand at the top of the circle. Now Hildebrand at the top goes in for a shot and gets blocked and absolutely shattering the stick of Jackson Weatherby. With an opportunity low, but won't go. That one coming from Riley Benko, and we'll get a whistle. Now, Outlaws ball here, shorthanded. Let's see what they can do with it. Chase Richardson. Going into the corner. And they score. I apologize for sounding so surprised. I did not think that had gone in. But Brendan Schatz getting himself on the board. Now we're at a 7-2 game. Just a harmless looking play. Able to sneak by Alex Swan. And the Outlaws still having a 5-goal hole to climb them, to dig themselves out of. Mavericks. Let's go for time and space. 42 seconds left on the power play. 4:30 left to go in the period. A shot stopped by Reed McLeod. Now, the floor, here's Jacob Goudreau. Hands it off to Grace. Gets it over in a low shot. That one, again, coming off the stick of Brendan Shea, the third on the PA. And now that cheap shot there, the official's arm was up. Will head to the box. I'm not quite sure if that's what it's for. Regardless, I feel like he will be getting something for that. And as well, number 17 for the Mavericks, Ryder Beaumont. Looks to be a game misconduct for Gavin Osman. As well, I believe if I'm any good at lip reading, it will be 2 minutes for interference for Beaumont. I'll get the confirmation on that for you here in just a moment. Not be seeing any more of Osman this game as well as Eric Tompkins. So two pretty big losses here for the Outlaws. Definitely not going to help their chances any in the remainder of this game. They've still got a whole period left to play after the next 4 minutes elapsed. Jacob Goudreau, as well as I'm sure who that may be. 15, Brendan Harnack having a chat with the officials. He returns back to their posts. He's on the board for both the Mavericks and the Outlaws. So not something you see too terribly often. 4-on-3 for a whopping 4 seconds. And then we get a minute 56 of 4-on-4 time, then returning again to 5-on-5. Once we get back underway here, the official has, or one official having a chat with 3 Outlaws players. So we'll go, and we're off for the final 4 minutes of the second period. Hillebrand passing it around. Quarterback of this power play, Billy was 4-on-4, but relied upon for a lot of special teams battles as the Outlaws make their way back up the floor. Now, on the left wing, cutting in hard was Brendan Shea. Hard shot low. The fairly routine stop for Alex Swan. Pass out of reach of Graham Amundsen. Then to Hayden Sutherland. Luke Hildebrand. Now in front for Amundsen. Taken down hard. He's gonna looking for a call. Was Sutherland. He's not gonna get one. We'll see if that comes back to bite the Mavericks. It's Carter Grace. Backs off. Now for Marcus Hildebrand. Hildebrand goes in and misses the net. It's a not with his body, however. He did with the ball. And the officials, for a brief moment, seemingly didn't know what they were calling. which is always a fun sight to see. Now that you've got that all settled in, the Mavericks have possession in the offensive zone. Ali Benko. Benko over. Cutting inside and a big hit. Again, a grab onto the leg of Jacob Goudreau, who absolutely flattened. It was a little hard to see. 19, Riley Benko. Looks like Goudreau will be heading off. The real question is for how many? 6 minutes of 4-on-4 time still remain. Goudreau, 2 minutes for roughing, and whatever the call was for the Mavericks, we will find out over the PA here in just a moment. The Mavericks coaches are very clearly not happy with the official decision, and as fans of any sport know, if you argue with the official, you are going to get your way. Right? Wrong. But that is A-okay, because if you're the official, you can kind of say what you want, as long as it gets the coach off your back. You get 6 seconds. We'll run through this very quickly. 6 seconds of 4-on-4, and then 2 minutes of 4-on-4. Now, if the time has run out, then a 3-minute power play. The shot and a big save made by McLeod. A 3-minute Outlaws power play, that is, at the end of all of this. Carter Grace. Over to Shea. Back to Grace. Tried to make the interior feed, but couldn't get it to Hildebrand. Now here come the Mavericks. A shot and a great save made by McLeod. Way to pinch it in between his arm and his body. 1:10 left here in the second period. Score 7-2 for the visiting Mavericks. Here's Carter Grace, walks in, a shot, and be no go. Here come the Mavericks once again to extend their lead before the period is out. They've got 50 seconds to do it. That's 5-0. No, passing around the perimeter, trying to go inside, but backing out. Opportunity, a big block from the affiliate, Cody Porter. Really trying to prove himself here in this game. There's not a whole lot of ways you can do that when you're down 5 goals after 2 periods of play. But nonetheless, here's Hildebrand. Hildebrand back in. And a timeout called. You get a quick breather here. 14 seconds left in the penalty to Jacob Goudreau. Then 3:14 left in the penalty to Hayden Sutherland. 16.8 left on the game clock for this period. 37 shots for the Mavericks and 29 for the Outlaws. Seemingly the Mavericks have this one kind of in the bag, although That being said, the lesson learned, never take your foot off the gas, as the Outlaws still looking for any opportunity they can get to get themselves back into this game. And what a start it would be to get one in the next 17 seconds. Carter Dickin at the top. Waste as much time as they can before we're having to get a shot on goal, but a bit of a miscue there from Dickin. And we're gonna get a Mavericks ball. The empty net here, and then the Hail Mary attempt from Luke Hildebrand there at the end. Can't get it to go. And that will do it here for 2 periods here at the Ken Nickel Arena here in Beaumont, Alberta. As 2:57 left in the Mavericks penalty. And can they hang on to a 5-goal lead through the next 20 minutes? Well, we will take a quick intermission, and we'll be back for 3rd period action here on CROW LAX TV. Hello, lacrosse fans, and welcome to CROW LAX TV. My name is Dustin Schutz, and I have been your play-by-play man for the last 40 minutes. We've got 20 more to go. The Innisfail Mavericks and the Beaumont Outlaws. The Outlaws currently the home team trailing 7-2 here, entering the final frame. They've got quite the hill to climb. And here's their opportunity to do so. They're going to need one within the first probably minute or two, to be completely honest with you. It looks like they won't be able to do that. There's a break, perhaps, again for Luke Hildebrand. He's got 3 already, and a great save from Reed McLeod to keep this one at least sort of within reach. There's Carter Grace in the Dickin. Back to Grace. Back to Dickin. A little bit of back and forth here for Grace. And a shot, and a low shot again. And Grace has to be upwards of 6 or 7 shots already in this game, but not a whole lot to speak of in the points column. Although this team does have 30 shots the way of Alex Swan. Only 2 of them have beaten him. Is Brendan Shea. Back to Grace. A little bit of a sketchy pass there, but nonetheless, here's Dickin. Back to Grace. Behind the back to Dickin, and his shot off the pad of Swan. Grace once again over to the left wing, heading in close. To go behind the back and over the net, but Swan standing tall. And here's Hildebrand once again. He's Jacob Gaudreau playing defense, and he's got it. Good save on the shot by Reed McLeod. And it looks like we'll be getting a penalty here. And 2 minutes for interference is the call. Pretty sure who took that penalty, but we will be getting it on the PA here in just a moment. Marcus Hildebrand getting 2 for interference. See what comes of that here in the next couple of minutes. We've still got 53 seconds of 4-on-4 time. And a shot, they score. A quick one again. Now it is 8-2 in favor of the Mavericks. Still, we remain 4-on-4. Drew and Ryder Istis line up for the faceoff, and won by Istis, but knocked down by Gaudreau. Gaudreau, the tough customer himself, he played the last couple of seasons for the Drumheller Dragons of the Alberta Junior Hockey League, putting up a very respectable point total, and as well lending himself to a very, very physical presence on that team. And we're going to get a whistle here. It's the Outlaws giving up possession to the Mavericks, and they'll head back the other way. Here's Remy Peixot. Show down. An opportunity for Ryder Beaumont with an absolute laser of a shot. That one didn't have much of a chance, did Reed McLeod. It's been all the score would not have you believe that he's played well, but he's been as solid as he's needed to be. But that one didn't have much of a chance on. Already just under 3 minutes done here in the third period. In Sutherland, and a shot, and they score. Nice move off the interior pass. That was going to Riley Benko. The second 10 spot we've seen here today in the Ken Nickel Arena. And we're back to 5-on-5. Now 10-2 is the score. Made it 11 there. Just the quick pass back door. Just wide. The Outlaws. They got to the ball for just a moment, but he's a rush back for the Mavericks. Unable to hold on to the ball for very long. Oh, playing around with it. Now Perez controlling Nathan Sutherland. Sutherland trying to get it back to Grayson Amundsen. The whistle goes. And going to be an interference penalty again for Jacob Boudreau. Again, no real stranger to the penalty box to his time in Jerome Heller, but wearing the A for the Outlaws here. Kind of parading himself to the box a little bit, especially in the later stages of this game. Not something you want to see with from somebody in your leadership. See if this has much, if any, effect on the Outlaws going forward, at least in this game. Hildebrand passing it around, and at this point, I'm sure the Outlaws trying to kill as much of the clock as they possibly can. It was Josh Booth, and got set up and tried to whack the ball out of his opponent's stick, and he does just that. Now here's a quick rush in, or excuse me, Marcus Hildebrand couldn't quite get there. Got 20 seconds on the shot clock. And having to stop up and make a nice spin move, but still being followed closely by Jordy Benko. It's up on the stick of Alex Swan and messes up, and now is Luke Hildebrand. Messes off to Sutherland. Now 5.5 gone by in the third period. Score 10-2 for the Mavericks. It was Sutherland again. Low shot. Didn't get a whole lot on it. Ball did. Buzzer goes off, but the ball did go off of the goaltender, so still remaining a Mavericks ball. 43 shots for the Mavericks so far. We've still got 14 minutes left to play. There's one off the end boards. Outlaws ball. Grace. Pick it up in the corner. Circles the net. Surveying his options. Throws it back and liked what he saw coming in from Connor Turner, but not able to connect the pass. And now here come the Mavericks the other way. Pass in for Luke Hildebrand, who gets it. Throws it right back. A little ping pong here. in hard. That's it. Shot from high class. A good save from Reed McLeod. In he's Wyatt Paulson. Josh Booth connecting with, I'm not quite sure who that was, but hoping to get off the floor. It took him a second to get up. But he's okay for his sake. Here's Carter Grace. And out in front, but glove down by Swan. Be sent back up. With the ball. Is it Cody Porter? And he'll throw it out in front, but collected by a member of the Mavericks and all the way down for Ethan Hildebrand. Here's Luke. Got 4 goals already today. And uncounted number of assists, and there's the number 5. For Luke Hildebrand, he is having himself an evening. And that's 11 now for the Mavericks. With things well out of reach for the Outlaws. Not quite sure what the game plan is here for the remainder of regulation. Shot coming. Stop. Made by Reed McLeod. The Outlaws ball. Up with it. Jackson Weatherby. For Marcus Hildebrand. For Weatherby, but couldn't reach it. Back for Hildebrand. Carter Grace's shot, and Swan got a piece of it. Here's Grace once again, stops up in front of the net. He has a shot, that one again off the end boards, and bounces all the way back out to Outlaw territory. Here's Carter Dickin. Off the right wing, trying to knock it down. And Owen Sutherland, but just couldn't quite get it done. Back up the floor. Here come the Mavericks, but a great play by Josh Booth. And again, he's able to keep it. He's kept the steal, and a good save made by Alex Swan. Booth with a great individual effort. A shame for him that it wasn't able to convert. Now, this is about to reach the halfway point of the third period. 10.5 left to go. Down hard, a little bit of a taunt there from, I'm not sure who that was. Regardless, that's another goal, so I don't think it's going to matter what the Outlaws do at this point. Now 12-2, a tenner being the difference between these two teams now. You get two new guys out onto the floor. And we may be getting a goaltending change here. And sure enough, we are. And Reed McLeod getting pulled off in favor of Easton Couturier, which I'm a puzzling decision to say the least. Not to disparage Couturier, but you're already down 10 goals. I'm not quite sure what this is going to do for you other than get him experience. within 10 minutes to play here in the third period. Nonetheless, do what they can. Celebrate again. Celebrate again as a shot and right into the midsection. That's Couturier's first stop of the period. And on here comes Cohen Sutherland. Off to the left, a shot, and Bro couldn't put it away. Now he's a 3-on-1 here for the Mavericks, quickly becoming a 3-on-2 and knocked down, but there's another one. 13-2. And that's 1 goal on 2 shots for Easton Couturier. And it feels an awful lot like the Mavericks seem to be scoring at will in the later stages of this game. Still got 9:23 left in the frame. That one up off the face-off for Drake May. Tried the hit to Wyatt Bolson. He's not really going to get what he wanted. Digging in and bouncing that one up as Couturier. Now here comes Jacob Boudreau. A spin, evades one, gets past another. Can he go all the way? No, he cannot. A good defensive play and a huge hit into the end boards by Connor Turner on Avery Week. I'm not quite sure how that wasn't called. He gets absolutely crunched into the boards, but nonetheless, Josh Booth walks in, has all the time in the world, and no goal! It gets waved off for being too close to the net. And I'm sure Booth is going to want that one back because I hear something snap. I'm not quite sure what it was. But here come the Mavericks. There's Hayden Sutherland. Out in front looking for the quick pass. Not going to get it. Now here's Jenna Snyder. Snyder walks in a nice spin move. Has another one. She gets through and no goal, but ball's bouncing through the crease. Now back the other way. Here come the Mavericks. Chasing is Sutherland, but ball gets dropped back off. Here's Riley Benko. For Kai Class. 7:30 left to go here in the third period. The Mavericks up 13-2 over the Beaumont Outlaws. Back to the way is Jackson Weatherby. Weatherby out in front. He's a shot from Shea, and it doesn't go. A good save made by Alex Swan. 33 saves so far this evening. Is Carter Grace, and he can't get the ball towards the net. Hacked and whacked is not sure who that was. I believe Devin Gardner. Well, the Outlaws a little bit more, still a little bit more to give here. They've got Goudreau over to Hildebrand and walks in with an opportunity, but again, Swan standing tall. There's a break, perhaps a long feed. Right there's Peyton Cook to prevent the breakaway. Coming in, Sutherland gets that ball back to the right wing, or the left wing, sorry. Out in front to the right side. Pinch that one down was Couturier. Just under 6 minutes left to play in the third period. Now, it bumped off the ball. Cohen Sutherland is Booth. And then this little spin move getting absolutely swarmed. He ends up throwing the ball away, but picked up once again by Chase Richardson. Richardson down for Booth. Booth with 2 seconds on the clock. And the buzzer's going to go. It's time to let that one sit. Mavericks go back the other way. It almost became potentially an over and back, but able to recover just in time, another few inches. And that ball knocked down, snagged into the air. Here it comes, the affiliate Cody Porter, waiting for reinforcements. It's a 4-on-1. He's able to drop it back to Hildebrand. Hildebrand over for Weatherby, a nice move, and no, a big save once again by Alex Swan. Jacob Boudreau is it back and swallowed up by Swan. Back the other way. Here come the Mavericks. Amundsen coming into the left wing. He'll drop it off. Oh. Hayden Sutherland. Sutherland. Back. In the corner for Amundsen. Now an opportunity. And that was swallowed up by Easton Couturier. Wyatt Polson. Shut off. Here's Marcus Hildebrand. Walks in. He's got plenty of time and space behind the back, but he hooked it just a little bit too much. And ends up going out of play and into the netting. Or excuse me, not out of play. Carter Grace still has the ball. Here's Jackson Weatherby. Weatherby looking for that pass. He's not going to get it, and Grace trying to push his way through everybody. He's not going to be able to do it. If at first you don't succeed, here's Weatherby now. He does get the pass from Grace now. Fills it back up for Hildebrand. And the second attempt intercepted. Now here's an opportunity again on the break. It's stopped was Jordy Banco. 3:13 left in the third period. Ryder Beaumont. Excuse me, Wyatt Polson. The other number 17. Now from the left side and a low stop again. And looks like we're gonna get a penalty here for Connor Turner. Yeah. Leveling every week. Can't imagine they're going to go easy on him. That being Turner. Main 5-on-5. Josh Booth up to defend. Ball sending by Ryder Beaumont. That big hit out in the neutral zone. Now here's an opportunity. Looking for the third goal of the game, and stopped was Peyton Cook. And again, Alex Swan at 41 stops here in this one. 2.5 minutes left to play here in the third period. That big stop again by Couturier. A couple of those have to be big for his confidence going forward. Here's Josh Booth, walks in, he shoots, and no! Alex Swan once again shutting the door as he has all game, aside from two. He has been unbeatable. Under 2 to play here in the third. And you have perimeter play here, trying to cut to the middle. Here's Luke Hildebrand with a shot, and he absolutely rips it into almost the forehead of, I believe that was Josh Booth, and sure enough, it is. Here's Goudreau. Goudreau picking up speed. Throws it back to Hildebrand. Hildebrand. Over for Carter Grace's shot, and no, it doesn't get through. Ended up going into somebody's midsection. Scramble here for the ball in neutral territory. There's Colin Sutherland. Sutherland pulls it back over. They'll be cutting in, and no, Jenna Snyder has the ball, and they score. Unfortunately for the Outlaws, that's only going to count for 1 and not 11. But they've gotten back on the board, and with any luck, they've scored the final goal of this game. And for what that may be worth, it has at least stopped the bleeding. Chelsea Dagger fills the arena for the final time this evening. Chase Richardson with the goal. An opportunity again, and there's another one. I think it somehow snuck by Alex Swan. I don't know how it bounced through. But now it is 13-4. $28.7 left to go here at regulation. I don't think they're scoring 9 more goals, but one can dream. So at center ice, Josh Booth losing that one. Hildebrand with one part of the road, but here's a loop with one, and big stop by Easton Couturier. Hopefully for these teams, one more whistle, 16 seconds on the clock. It's an opportunity for Cohen Sutherland. He drops it back for Booth, and he will elect to almost wait for this one, and Schwartz, and keeping it just off the line once again. Not the first time that's happened this game, but the final buzzer will go, and despite a late couple of goals from the Outlaws, they still head home with a 13-4 loss at the hands of the Innisfail Mavericks. And that will do it for me for this evening. It has been a pleasure to call both games, the senior and the junior game, this afternoon and evening. And I will leave you with one more reminder. Be sure to get your CROW LAX TV 50/50 tickets. The draw will take place on Canada Day with a maximum take-home of up to $10,000. Scan the QR code on your screen right now or visit our social media for more information at CROW LAX TV on Instagram and X. Once again, my name has been Dust Patrician. It has been a pleasure, and I will see you when I see you.